Newcastle 2, Manchester United 1. This is your full-time match reaction from St James's Park on this Wednesday night, where Manchester United have somehow, from somewhere, managed to lose this game against 10-man Newcastle. And you know what? This type of result has been coming for a while. The last three games against, I'd probably say, Fulham, Everton and Palace, you could see that the problems were there. You could see that the football wasn't great, and Michael Carrick has been massively exposed tonight. I think Michael Carrick has been massively exposed. I think he got everything wrong. I think Michael Carrick has got everything wrong. We needed a reality check for these Man United saying that Carrick is the manager. It is a big reality check. It is a massive reality check. How we've managed to lose this game 2-1 to Newcastle, who are down to 10 players, by the way. They're down to 10 players since the early stages of the first half, which again is going to be dominated by complete controversy. I mean, first of all, I don't think Jacob Ramsey should have been sent off. I don't think Ramsey and I don't think Newcastle should be down to 10 players. I think probably justice was served. I think justice probably was served tonight to Manchester United, and I think they've been handed it. I think Newcastle probably deserved the win again. I'd probably say they were a lot of the better team inside the second half, but they have got very lucky through a very good goal. And it was an absolute joke. It was an absolute joke tonight. There's no excuses for Manchester United. That was just an utter shit show. It's very embarrassing when you lose to 10 players. It's very embarrassing. Like, Carrick has got no excuses. I think a lot of Man United fans, this is probably a reality check that has to be needed tonight. That Michael Carrick got it wrong. The players, there was no urgency. We didn't play good football tonight. We were shit in that second half, and we don't deserve to win this game. And I think probably justice has been served, because I don't think Newcastle should be down to 10 players. I don't think Jacob Ramsey should have been sent off for a second yellow card, because obviously, if you look at the challenge and you look back at the replay, there is slight contact from the United goalkeeper. There is a slight little bit of contact from the United goalkeeper, which has brought Jacob Ramsey down. And obviously the referee, in his view, has probably thought that Jacob Ramsey has dived. And obviously he thinks it's a second yellow card. He thinks it's a sending off. And obviously Newcastle go down to 10 players. Please smash that like button. Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're watching. Playing shit and we bring on Agate and Malacia. Never make a defensive change when you're on top. We generally can't. Okay, we've been so lucky for way too long. It was just an utter shit show. It was just an utter shit show from Manchester United tonight. There's no excuses. We had two shots inside that second half. For the whole of the second half, we had two shots on goal inside that second half. Two shots on goal inside that second half. It's embarrassing. Excuses FC. I told everyone United will lose soon. They will crumble now. Mark my words, says Gunners. They probably will. This type of result is probably going to send things backwards now. One of them was one of the sub as well. Piss take. I know exactly. Completely agree with you on that. Michael Carrick got a lot wrong tonight. I think Michael Carrick has got to have a hard, long look at himself. I think Michael Carrick's substitutions were an absolute joke. Why are you bringing on Agate? Why are you bringing on Malacia is another joke. Like, Malacia has not played a single minute of first-team football since he's been back from injury or on loan, wherever he's fucking been. Like, you might as well have sent a search party out for Malacia, because he's not had one single minute of first-team football, and Michael Carrick literally chucks him on as a defensive option. Michael Carrick chucked Malacia on to keep us defensively solid. Literally, the reason for them winning was so slow. Malacia can't even play a 3-yard pass. Should have brought on Heaven when Mazraoui went off. Malacia couldn't even run. He's not played for 2 years. We've been unrealistically bad the last 2 games. I agree, Malacia was bad, but they had to bring him on for Maz as he was injured. And CR says it was an absolute shambles. And I completely agree with everybody. It was an absolute shambles. Smash the like button. Please give me a follow on TikTok. Would really appreciate it. It was an absolute shambles. Like, Aiden Heaven's been ignored. Like, why couldn't you have put Aiden Heaven at left back instead of Malacia? Like, why could you not give Aiden Heaven some game time? Like, what's the kid actually done? What's he actually done wrong not to get into this team? Like, it's just a complete and utter shit show from Manchester United and Michael Carrick. There's no excuses tonight. We had the extra man advantage. We had the extra player on the pitch and we still couldn't win. And it basically shows how shit Manchester United actually are. It shows how shit we actually are. We didn't play good football. We didn't have a great second half. We had 2 shots on target for the whole of the second half period. And that was about it. No impact from Mbeumo. Sesko completely silent. Kuna holds on way too much of the ball and keeps giving the ball away. Nothing from Mainu. Nothing from Casemiro. Nothing from Fernandes. And Manchester United were just slow. Manchester United were generally just showed slow tonight. We didn't play good football. We didn't pick up the tempo. We looked very lethargic. We looked out of ideas. And I don't understand what we were actually doing. I don't know what we actually did in that second half because it was completely and utterly non-existent. It was completely and utterly non-existent. We should have brought on Ahmad earlier. If Mbeumo wasn't working, he should have gone off. If Kuna wasn't working, he should have been taken off. If Agate was good enough to bring on for Casemiro, Agate should have been brought on sooner. Delot being put in at right back. I mean, what was that about? Nothing from Bruno. Half a day off, going for word with the pundits. Bruno is the only one who look himself in the mirror and be happy after today. Kuna wouldn't find sand in the Sahara. He was shit today. And Cameron says, way. I mean, it was just an absolute shit show. Like, it was just a complete and utter shit show. There's no excuses. Manchester United did not deserve to walk away from St James's Park with 3 points. We didn't deserve it. And Carl says Mbeumo should have been taken off a long time and no one was crossing to Sesko. Kuna loved to make things so difficult for himself. Cameron says Your Cup final. Never understood the Kuna hate. Carrick the saviour, says MK. It's not like he was tired. We only play once every 2 weeks. Exactly. We're only playing 1 game every week. We are playing 1 game a week. And somehow we've lost to Newcastle, who probably deserved the win in the end. Newcastle probably deserved the win because Jacob Ramsey shouldn't have been sent off. Jacob Ramsey should have still been on that pitch. Jacob Ramsey should not have been shown a red card. He didn't dive. And the goalkeeper took him out. The Joker game says, joke result, we were shocking, completely agree. The squad isn't big enough, it's on the board, says Oliver. It's just a complete shit show. Like, it was just a complete and utter shit show. We didn't get going in that second half, and I don't know why we were playing so much slow football. Like, why didn't we pick up the tempo? Why didn't we speed things up a little bit? Why did we take so long creating chances? That's what really fucks me off. If you're down to 10 players on the opposition and you've still got 11 players on the pitch, you should have taken advantage, and we didn't do that tonight. Even if we buy in the summer, it's going to be the same thing every single year. Completely agree. It's going to be the same excuses. It's going to be the same bullshit year after year with this football club. Malacia was horrific. Exactly. Like, I don't understand the Malacia sub. That's what I don't understand from Michael Carrick tonight. No way we should be losing to Newcastle, says MUFC J25. What are you whining at, says yeah, okay. What am I whining at? We've lost to Newcastle. Newcastle had 10 players on the pitch. We had an extra man advantage and we still didn't win. And we've lost 2-1. Nathan says, up the Magpies. No service for Ben, says Fab. Still got Villa, Chelsea and Liverpool to play, so everything is in our hands regards to Champions League football. Jollington was amazing tonight, completely agree. Worst game in months, says Matthias. Is there anything to take away? Carrick made subs like we were 5-0 up. Mazraoui was injured, bro. That's why he brought on Malacia. Are you blind? Says Aaron. Up the tune, says Villa are so poor. See United now fuck off home. Arsenal are going to win the league. Whenever Ben isn't on, we are pinging crosses left, right and centre when he's on nothing. Why Agate? Where's your UEFA Champions League? Says MUFC J25. It was just a complete shit show. Please smash the like button. Please give me a follow. But it was just a shit show. Like, it was a complete and utter shit show. Like, up the Mags. Man, you took their foot off the gas when Ramsey went off. 10-man embarrassing, says Usi. At least we're in it. Ref was shocking. I think Peter Banks absolutely lost the plot tonight. I think Peter Banks absolutely lost the plot. Brother, Maz was injured, so he brought on Malacia. But Malacia has played no first-team football. Malacia has played no first-team football and he chucked him on. Why couldn't you have used Aiden Heaven? Why couldn't you have used Aiden Heaven? Why have you used Malacia in that moment? Why have you used Malacia? Because Malacia gets run round like a fucking Beyblade. Maguire doesn't close down the Newcastle player's got shot on goal, and Malacia just lets the Newcastle player run past him. Like, it's absolutely embarrassing. Ref was a wanker, we played shit, says Alex. Up the mag, says Michael. Heaven at centre-back. Ref was shocking. Usilala, whatever his bloody name is. I can't bloody pronounce his name, but I can't believe Maguire didn't do anything. I can't believe Malacia didn't do anything either. That's what really fucks me off. Why is no one closing down the shot? Why is no one putting a block in? And why does Lemens just stand there? Why does our goalkeeper just stand there like a twat and let it go in? And people will say, well, he couldn't have done anything about it. He could have done something about it instead of just standing there like a statue. Oh, I do love to live beside the seaside, says Rick. Too many points behind it is Man U's problem. I should have had you on the bloody pitch then, says T. Yeah, I probably would have been on the pitch and done a lot more than what some of those Man United players did in the whole of the second half when it was a complete and utter load of garbage again. And I think this result's probably been coming. I think this result has probably been coming for a very, very long time. This result has been coming. We were shit against Palace. We were shit against Fulham. We were shit against Tottenham. We were shit against Everton. This type of result has been coming for a very, very long time. And the reality is, this is the first game we've lost under Michael Carrick. It is the first game we've lost. And people will say, well, look at all the other results you've had. This is a massive reality check. 10-man Newcastle better than MU, says Rafi. Man U is the problem. It's the first half of their season. Whole time switched off at half time, says Yak. CR from the West Ham game, it was expected. Can't be saying Lemens is to blame there. He's been unreal. Ref was shocking, giving goal kicks for clear corners. And now the drop-off will come, says Jonathan. Completely agree. Could beat 10 men when you had 12. Exactly. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I think the referee ruined the game, though. Like, I think Peter Banks as a whole ruined that game. And I think the whole vibe of the game went out in the first half. Because it's not a sending off. Now the board need to realise we need to buy in the summer. Sesko was terrible today. Man United versus Villa is a huge game now, says Harassi. Referee blew his whistle every 5 seconds. We were shocking. Like, we were absolutely shocking. And there's no ways about it. We were absolutely shit. And we didn't deserve to win. But you've got to blame Malacia. You've got to blame Maguire. You've got to blame the whole team as a whole. It was never a red card. I completely agree. It was never a red card. Jacob Ramsey should still be on the pitch. Because I do think there's contact from the goalkeeper. There is contact. Jacob Ramsey does get taken out by Lemens. There is contact there. So he hasn't dived. He's slipped and lost his foot in it and then fell to the floor. What was Jacob Ramsey meant to do? Like, what was Jacob Ramsey actually meant to do? Lemens has taken him out. Lemens has taken out Jacob Ramsey. There's a clear foul on the Newcastle player. There's a clear foul there. And obviously, in the referee's mind, he thinks Jacob Ramsey's dived. And to be honest, there is a contact, but it's enough for a pen and Ramsey fell over on his own feet. Exactly. That's the problem why Peter Banks probably thinks it's a red card and a second yellow card. Because he probably thinks there's been no contact from the Man United goalkeeper on him, and he's probably just gone down trying to get a penalty, but he wasn't even appealing for it. He wasn't even appealing for the penalty. So I don't understand why Peter Banks has decided to give Jacob Ramsey a red card, because the reality is the goalkeeper has taken him out. Please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate it. And we lost to 10 players. It is very, very embarrassing. This is a massive reality check for Manchester United. It's a massive reality check for the players. And it's a massive reality check for Michael Carrick, because we've lost to 10 players. We had the extra player. We had the extra man advantage and we still lost. It was an absolute joke of a game. The whole second half was absolutely shit. It was really, really shit. And maybe a defeat is going to help us. Maybe this defeat and this reality of this result is going to help us. But at the end of the day, losing to 10 players is very, very embarrassing. We had an opportunity to go 6 points clear of Liverpool, 6 points clear of Chelsea. We had the opportunity to go 4 points clear of Aston Villa. We had the chance to go within 5 points of Manchester City, and Manchester United have blown it again. Every time we get a good opportunity and results go our way, which they did today and yesterday, whenever we get a chance, we blow it all the time. We blow the opportunities every time we get one to go a little bit clear of our rivals, to try and get top 4 settled, secure Champions League football. We have let everybody back in. We have let everybody back in. We have let everybody back in. You've let Villa back in. You've let Liverpool back in. You've let Chelsea back in. And you've let them all you've all let them back in trying to get Champions League football now. And if this is the type of results that fucks everything up, then you've got to look at Michael Carrick. You've got to look at Michael Carrick as a whole, because his substitutions and his tactics tonight have absolutely been fucked over. He's absolutely fucked Manchester United over because his substitutions were an absolute joke. His substitutions were a joke. What's Agate going to do? Like, what's Agate meant to do? Like, I know the midfield is absolutely shit and it keeps getting walked through. Well, maybe Manchester United should have fucking realised it in the January transfer window. Maybe Manchester United should have realised the midfield needed someone extra to give us something different than what the midfield's got. Because the midfield hasn't got anything. Casemiro can't play one game a week. Bruno Fernandes is probably our best player in that midfield. Kobe Mainoo did fuck all. And Agate, what was the point? Like, what was the point chucking Agate on? Like, what was that meant to do? Was that meant to light up that midfield like a Christmas tree? Like, what was that actually meant to do? The changes they didn't make any sense whatsoever. Completely agreed. The changes made no sense. The changes made no sense. But Manchester United did have their opportunity to win that game. You look at the chance from Joshua Zirkzee. The bigger chance was from Lenny Yoro, by the way. The big chance we had was through Lenny Yoro. Look at the chance Yoro had. And he absolutely didn't take it. Like, that chance was bigger than what the Joshua Zirkzee chance was on goal. And Lenny Yoro didn't take it. Like, he didn't take that chance when he got the opportunity. That ball should have gone in the net. We would have been 2-1 up and we probably would have walked away with St James's Park with all 3 points tonight. This could have been a very, very good result for us tonight, and we've blown it. We have absolutely blown this tonight, and I'm pissed off. Like, I'm very, very pissed off. It was a good goal from Newcastle, but look at the defending from Manchester United. Malacia did fuck all. Maguire just backs off, and Lemens just fucking stands there. Like, as a goalkeeper, you can't just stand there and admire the shot. You've got to try and at least attempt to dive to save it. I know he's been probably left flat-footed, but at the end of the day, Maguire doesn't block the Newcastle player's shot. Malacia lets the player run past him and did fuck all. But that's on Michael Carrick. That's on Michael Carrick. At the end of the day, you should not have brought Malacia on. Aidan Heaven would have been the difference. Aidan Heaven probably would have been the massive difference at left back tonight. And he's left-footed, for fuck's sake. Like, Aidan Heaven is left-footed. Why can't you deploy him at left back? What was the opinion of bringing Malacia on? United need a good clear out of the squad. Completely agree with JDL. Please smash that like button, everybody. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate it. Yoro and Malacia was pointless. I thought Yoro had a good game. I thought Yoro actually had a good game. But Shaw needs to go, to be honest, as says JDL. Completely agree. Luke Shaw was fucking useless again. Who should we clear? I know we need to buy, but who? Should start Delo. I don't rate Delo. I don't rate Mazraoui. I don't rate Luke Shaw. I don't rate Harry Maguire. I don't rate Malacia. I mean, this is what I don't get. What's Malacia doing being brought on? That's what I don't get. Why did Michael Carrick think that was a good idea? Like, I know Mazraoui picked up a knock, but Aidan Heaven is literally being ignored, and he's left-footed, for fuck's sake. Like, he's left-footed, for fuck's sake. Like, if Malacia has not played any first-team football, then why is he being picked? Why is he being brought on where Aidan Heaven has had a lot more first-team football than what Malacia's had in the last 2.5 years? Because Malacia's not even been here. Exactly, Haas has just said. Why did we put on Malacia? Completely agree. Facts, bro. We are all mad, but you're ranting some bullshit. What? Because Malacia shouldn't have been brought on. Malacia is at fault for the goal. Malacia lets a Newcastle player run past him, and Maguire just turns his body around and lets the player shoot. He lets him shoot. This is what pisses me off. I would have put heaven on. We only concede bangers, I swear, says Gustav. So if he can still play, let him play. But the problem is Malacia is shit. Malacia is absolutely shit. Like, Malacia's crap. Like, Aiden Heaven was the better option and Carrick ignored it. If that's the type of managerial manager we're going to get in him, then we're absolutely fucked. We're absolutely fucked. Remember that before Malacia conceded the goal, he gave away a simple pass as well, said Jamie. Exactly. He gave him some space. Exactly. Yes, but we also had a whole half, about 10 men to put the game to bed. Exactly. But Mazraoui is good as well as for Maz, but he needs consistent game time. Arsenal winning tells us enough. He has nothing to offer. He can't defend and can't go. Exactly. I'm still pissed at Yoro's miss. No way he should have missed that. Exactly. Look at the Yoro chance on goal. Look at the Yoro chance. He doesn't take it. That should have gone in. West Ham with a huge win. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly, says Premier Sports Cars. That header was 2 yards out. Exactly. I don't know why Lenny Yoro heads it straight at the goalkeeper, because Ramsdale's got an easy save. Ramsdale basically had a field day with that Yoro chance. It was basically straight at him. There's not enough power and there's not enough, technique on the header to put it up to the goalkeeper's right-hand side. There's not enough technique. There's not enough accuracy to put it where it should have gone. Yoro should have scored. Keep an eye on Yoro the next few games. He's not focused or in form. It's all just decisions with milliseconds. But it should have gone in. There is no excuse. He's had a good game. Deserved to win until that Malacia twat decided to play. Sesko's had a terrible game. Exactly. You guys make great points. What did Sesko do? What the fuck did Sesko do? We are in big trouble if we keep playing like that. Exactly. We are in big trouble. The midfield. Look at the midfield again. The midfield is getting walked through every fucking game. Every game it's the same with the midfield. And it's never a red. I completely agree. I think Peter Banks absolutely lost control. Peter Banks lost control of that game. The whole vibe of that game died in the first half. It was like literally being at a morgue. It was like being at a fucking funeral. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad because it's never a red card. Jacob Ramsey should still be on the pitch. There's clear contact on him from Lamens. So what are we meant to do? What do you want Sesko to do with no service? He's better come off as a sub than starting. When Casemiro leaves, we are finished. I forget Sesko is on the pitch, to be honest, says Uzidan. We are fucked when Casemiro leaves, says Jamie. Yeah, we need a replacement ASAP. Facts, do people just expect Sesko to fly around? Exactly. Sesko had no service again. I mean, what did Mbeumo do? What did Mbeumo do on that whole game? What did Mbeumo do? Like, Mbeumo's probably been one of our best players, but what did he do in terms of providing any service for Sesko? He didn't do anything. We have to stay relaxed. We're still third place and shouldn't be worried about the other three chasing Champions League. But the problem is with that, you've let Liverpool back in. You've let Chelsea back in. You've let Villa back in. We could have gone 6 points clear of Liverpool and Chelsea. We could have gone 4 points clear of Villa. And we could have gone within 5 points of Man City. Manchester United have blown it. Manchester United have blown Champions League football tonight. They have absolutely blown it. Especially when results have gone our way. And the fact is, we've lost. We've lost to Newcastle where we probably should have won. If Lenny Yoro converts this chance, we win that game. If Aaron Ramsdale didn't save that attempt by Joshua Zirkzee and that flies in, this is a completely different reaction. This is a completely different, reaction to what I had planned. Because I expected to win with the extra man. I expected to win with the extra player on that pitch. But we didn't do it in that second half. And that's what pisses me off. And the instructions from Michael Carrick was to play quicker football. We didn't do it. The players ignored the manager. The players ignored the interim coach. They ignored his instructions and didn't do it. They didn't do what Michael Carrick wanted them to do. They completely ignored the instructions. That's what pisses me off. That game was winnable if the players would have listened to what Michael Carrick wanted in that second half, was quicker and much faster football. The tempo needed to be picked up and we didn't do it. It was just too slow. It was too lethargic. If Villa beat us at Old Trafford, we are seriously in trouble. Should have started in Buemo. We did start in Buemo though. Usually when I see 10 men, it's automatic win. Can't believe United not beating 10 men nowadays. Exactly. Palace went down to 10 players at the weekend and we won. Newcastle went down to 10 players tonight and we lost. I think you're taking it away from Newcastle a little. They played amazing all game. Give Newcastle credit and give Eddie Howe some credit. They deserve to win. They did deserve to win that game. But it's down to abysmal defending from Maguire and Malacia. I'm putting full blame on them. I'm putting full blame on them because they didn't defend. They didn't do anything to stop that Newcastle goal going in. And that's what frustrates me. We were really, really solid when we started to get into the game near the closing stages. But again, look at the chances. This is what annoys me. We were going to win at one point and tonight was pathetic. Why is everyone flip-flopping that? Exactly. It was a flip-flop performance. It was like fucking Floppy the dog from the fucking Magic Key. The fucking animated series of back in the day. It was like watching Floppy the dog run around. It was like watching snails. Like, even snails could have done better than that United team tonight. I mean, the substitutions were too late. Like, that again is on Michael Carrick, I'm afraid. That is on Michael Carrick. Like, I think Sesko was shit. Matthias Cunha on the left doesn't work. I mean, what does he do on the left, by the way? Like, what does he do on the left? Can someone, ever since that big break we have looked a bit leggy? Exactly, says Jamie. But what, like, does anybody at Carrick hasn't a clue and Buemo didn't work? Exactly. Nothing worked tonight. Nothing actually worked. And Buemo didn't work. Blah, blah, blah. You do better. We are too, says John Roberts Riches. The bubble is bursting, says Dan. Completely agree. Smash the like button, everybody. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate it. We were terrible. We were terrible. You guys are absolutely right. The bubble is now about to burst. And the problem is, it's going to take one defeat and everything's going to be spiraling out of control. It's like when you're on a plane and you know the plane's engines are fucked or the tail breaks off the plane. You basically know you're fucked. And that is how I sum up this football club. That's how I summed up this football club. If we were on the plane with those players, we would be fucked. We would be absolutely fucked. Well, the ref tried to help you with the sending off. That was never a sending off. Completely agree with Sean. It was never a sending off. P.O. says, we found your level. He told him about 50 times to speed the play up, says Jamie. Exactly. The players have ignored him. I felt Delo should have been brought... Ahmad should have been brought on immediately. We resumed the second half. No creativity, United, says GS. Completely agree. There was no creativity. The midfield is still getting walked through. The back four can't defend. We've got a manager that makes stupid substitutions in stupid minutes of the game, which make no logical sense. We've got a striker who had 4 goals in his last 4 games. Completely non-existent. No service tonight. Just if Martinez and De Ligt were playing, we were forward with 3 signings. And Buemo is a problem. He's so bad. Just if Martinez and De Ligt were playing. Exactly. I'm not using injuries as an excuse. You can't use injuries as an excuse. We did deserve to lose. Completely agree. Newcastle shouldn't have gotten a penalty. Well, again, look what Bruno did. Look what Bruno Fernandes did. And that was your captain. That was your leader giving away an obvious penalty tonight. Like, what the hell was Bruno Fernandes thinking in that moment? What was Bruno Fernandes thinking then, in that moment, to give away a penalty? No tactic, Carrick. That is his new name. Hi, Dark Rider 1922, mate. How you doing? Xerxes should have scored. It wasn't obviously a penalty. Shouldn't have been a red as well. The referee lost control. Peter Banks absolutely lost control of this game. He lost control. It was never a sending off. It was never a red card. And I think Newcastle should have had a penalty because there is clear contact from Lamens on Jacob Ramsey. There's clear contact on him. He has been brought down by our goalkeeper. Newcastle should have had a penalty. I think we're lucky to even have 10 players on our pitch ourselves because in the lies of the law, he's denied a goal scoring opportunity. He's denied a goal scoring opportunity, in my opinion. Thank you for the heart, me very much appreciated. Mbeumo stunk so bad today, we were way too sloppy, completely agree. Why the fuck can we not beat low blocks ever? Why put on defenders when you need a goal? Maz was really tired. I don't want to hear excuses from Manchester United. I don't want to hear excuses because I don't want the fans to fall for their sympathy. I don't want fans to fall for that tonight because that was shit. That whole of that second half was a complete and utter load of garbage. I'm not too good, bro. I'm all good, thank you. If you need to chat or you need to talk, you know where I am. Or if you ever need to message, you know where I am. Keep your head up, stay strong. Newcastle deserve the win, says Joseph. Please smash that like button, everybody. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate it. But we were just shit. The whole of the second half was just utterly pointless. I didn't even know what we were trying to do. I'm just not well, bro. Got so for looking after. Oh, blah. I hope you get better and everything. I hope you get better soon, everything. Just keep warm, stay safe, and drink plenty of fluid and stuff. Just rest. When Malacia entered the pitch, I knew Man United were losing. No problems, mate. No problems at all. It was just a fucking shit show. Never going to win anything with Agate on the pitch. Lovely goal from Musiala, wasn't it? Exactly. You can't take away the Newcastle goal. You can't take away the Newcastle goal. It is a fantastic, fantastic goal. But look at the defending from Malacia. Look at the defending from Maguire. I mean, Maguire's been handed a 15-month suspended prison sentence for what he did in Greece. I would rather Maguire not be on the pitch for that moment than completely and utterly fuck up. Like, it was utterly embarrassing. Agate looks better at least a tiny bit. 10 men, by the way, could have played Heaven instead of Malacia. Completely agree. Can we just release Malacia? We probably can't release Malacia because we'll probably have to pay off his fucking contract because he's fucking absolutely useless. It was just shit. Like, again, Mbeumo, like, he's one of my favourite players, but he ain't getting away with it. Like, Mbeumo was shit. Like, what did Mbeumo do in that first half? What did he do in the second half? Like, there was no service to Sesko the whole game. Beating Newcastle was not for everyone. No way a red either, says James. Completely agree. I completely agree with you guys. It's not a red card. It's not a red card and it's not a sending off. Why do United always bottle it when we need to end, says Sam. Hooper Photography. I've got no clue, Sam. I've got absolutely no clue. The Maddos has just said, you've seen United now, fuck off home. We deserve to lose. We do deserve to lose. Ahmad should have come on earlier in the second half. We deserve to lose. We deserve to lose that game. Well done, Malacia, and well done to Maguire. Because those useless twats in the back four can't do fuck all. I just can't believe Malacia lets his man run past him. That's what I don't get. But that is on Carrick for doing it. Carrick also needs to bench Mbeumo. City, Liverpool and Villa drop points in we fuck it up, says Sam. Exactly. City, Liverpool and Villa all dropped points. We could have been 4 points clear of Villa, 6 points clear of Chelsea, 6 points clear of Liverpool. We've let everybody back in. We've let everybody back in. Blame Maguire is so 2022. Why are you angry? You're obviously playing the Champions League. Not necessarily. Can never count on anything that actually matters. Villa looks so shit, we have to beat them. But Musiala stepped up. Exactly. Newcastle wanted to win that game. Newcastle wanted to win that game more than us. It was so fucking obvious. Newcastle wanted to win that game. Man United just fucked up, said Joseph. Exactly. We are fucked up tonight because our players couldn't do anything. Like I was just saying about Mbeumo. Mbeumo did fuck all. He's one of my favourite players, but I was not happy with his performance. I mean, look at the chance he had in the first half. Look at the chance he had in the first half. Look at the chance he had. Like, he should have buried that onto his left foot. I don't know why he's decided to take the shot with his right. Why not just bury it with your left foot, knowing there's an opportunity to bury the ball into an open net? He bottles it. He bottles that chance. Ahmad should have come on at the start of the second half. He offers something different. Had tissues out tonight, boy, says Veteran to chat. Well, we deserve to lose. I bet Man United fans have got their tissues out. I don't blame them. 10 men make you subs. That Carrick really let himself down, says George. Completely agree. Instead of Malacia, Heaven should have come on. Unknown has just said 2-1. Mbeumo was bad day, but it's Carrick's fault for not replacing him with Ahmad. Ramsdale pulled off some great saves. Completely agree. You have the chance of bringing the ball to his left foot and slotting the ball in the net. Exactly. Mbeumo had a chance to get us in the lead in that first half. Mbeumo had a clear chance on goal and he fucking skied it. I mean, if you're sitting on the top stands of that Newcastle stadium, and that ball's coming at you, I would probably duck. Because that was going to Sainsbury's car park because he fucking skied it that much. It was fucking shit. Mbeumo's off form these days. I don't know what's happened with Mbeumo. I don't get what's happened with Mbeumo. Agate, ... Jesus Christ, exactly. I don't know what's gone wrong tonight, but everything we did just went wrong. It's like Newcastle had the 11 players and we had the 10. Xerxes, Agate, Mount, Malassian, Delo need to be sold in the summer. He should be benched. First loss in 7 games. Chill out, bruv. James, I'm not going to chill out, mate. We should have won. We had the extra player. We had the extra man advantage and we lost. I'm not going to call out. I'm not going to calm down. I respect your opinion. I respect your view, and that's what it's about. But I'm not going to calm down. I ain't going to calm down. Versus 10 men is embarrassing. Losing to 10 men is a joke. We were shit. Simple as that, says BB. Please smash the like button, everybody. Please give me a follow. Really appreciate it. User says Nagelsman in. Keena says Usalala, whatever his bloody name is. PJ says whoop whoop. Exactly. We got our asses handed to us in that second half. We got our asses handed to us in the second half. We got our asses handed to us. It was an absolute shit. It was shit from the whole second half was just shit. We didn't turn up. We ignored the manager. We defended horribly. The midfield still gets walked through. A non-existent attack. And we have been bad for weeks, Callum. Completely agree with Callum. We've been shit for weeks. We were shit against Palace. Shit against Fulham. Shit against Tottenham. Shit against Everton. And this result's probably been coming a very, very long time. This is a massive reality check. It is a massive, massive reality check. Man United did their best. No, we didn't. We did not do our best. We bottled it. Lil Caplotter says, Lassia, bruh, for fuck's sake. Exactly. I can't actually blame you guys for feeling the way you are. What did I miss? I fell asleep. Manchester United lost 2-1 to Newcastle with 10 players. Yori missed a sitter too. What Paul is posting is unnecessary. Maybe next year. Did Newcastle have 11? No, Newcastle were down to 10. We had 11. Malasia, bro, is terrible. Exactly. You guys are absolutely right. This is a shit result. It's a shit performance. And Michael Carrick is going to have a hard, long look tonight. Does he want this job? Does he think he's good enough to manage us full time? Because his subs were a joke. His subs were a joke. Mate, it's called I'm entitled to have a haircut. Shit trim too. Right, okay. UEFA Champions League may be out of the window. Losing to 10-man Newcastle is a poor considering we're in 0 cup games. Thoughts on the Red? We've been shit for the past 4 weeks. 10 minutes, says The Rock. Look, I lost to 10 men for 45. Bring on the Agate for what, man? Thoughts on the Red? It's not a red card. It's not a red card. 10 men by the new manager bounce wore off some old same old shit, says that grade G80. Ursula, lad, it's your first of 8 unique games. Reality check, very true. Carrick, no way, says George. Hashtag Carrick out, says Aaron. Sticking Bum up front for Sesko and Ahmad right wing. It's worked since Sesko came in as a striker. Corruption, VAR and the refs in the Prem. 12 versus 10 tonight as well. Tonali was majestic. Oh, it was just an absolute shit show. It was just an absolute shit show. The second half didn't give me any confidence. The second half did fuck all for confidence. Like, what were we doing in the second half? Like, someone please tell me what we're going to do in that second half. Please someone tell me what we were trying to do, because I didn't recognise the game plan. I didn't realise the football we were trying to play. I just didn't know what we were doing. Like, it looked like Newcastle had the 11 players, not us. It looked like we were down to 10 players and we did not know what to do. It's like we were going to let Newcastle run at us and then try and counter-attack. That's what I thought we were trying to do. Let Newcastle run at us, and when they give away possession, we'll counter-attack. Le Mans always go for a long, what a boring football. What happened for the Red? Could have went 6 points clear. Carrick didn't even know what he was doing. We have to beat Villa. This has fucked everything up. And people will say, it's your first defeat under Michael Carrick, but the problem is, it will be the excuses Manchester United come up with. It will be the excuses. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do. We're tired. We're fatigued. What is Malasia doing in a United shirt? Exactly. Can we just pin that comment? What is Malasia still doing in a Man United shirt? That guy should have been sold in January. That guy should have been sold last summer and the summer before that. and the summer before that, and the January before that, and the January even more. What's he still doing in a United shirt? No excuses for what Carrick did. Please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. There is no excuses. We can't be tolerating these standards. We can't be tolerating them. It's unacceptable to lose this game the way we did. It's unacceptable. Hornley says sell Maguire. Matt says too much dead wood is still there. Completely agree. Please give me a follow, everybody. Smash that like button. I mean, I would rather let Maguire piss off to prison and have him in that back four. Like, the guy's been handed a 15-month suspended prison sentence for what he did in Greece. And that's how he repays us. He's absolutely shit. He is absolutely shit. As well as Agate. In Buemo for what? Where was Casemiro going? Carrick pisses me off. We did not look like we were going to win that win. Molasses should be shipped. Short, Maguire, remove them. Completely agree, guys. You guys are absolutely right. Half the problem is these players have been given more than a chance, too many opportunities, and this is what they did. This is what these players do to this fan base. It goes all right for a while, and then soon as one defeat's happened, the cracks start appearing again. I am telling you, the honeymoon period for Michael Carrick is over. The criticism for Carrick is now well justified after tonight. His substitutions did not work. Agate did not work. Malacia was shit. You took off in Buemo for Ahmad. I mean, what did exactly Ahmad do, by the way? Why can't they release Malacia and give him his money? I think when he changed Ahmad out, the squad changed things. Where was heaven? It's so agitating to lose obvious games, bro. Exactly. We should not have lost to 10 players. We should not have lost. But I'm just going to say, what did Ahmad do? What did Ahmad do? What did Ahmad do? What did Ahmad actually do in that second half? Someone please tell me what exactly Ahmad did in that second half. Someone please tell me what he actually did. Because again, non-existent. It's literally his first ever loss. You right. We were shit, mate. We were shit. Get it right. We were crap. Couldn't even beat 10 players, says AH. Completely agree. The whole second half was dreadful. United are shite, says Finn. You sound like Goldbridge. Yeah, because it's the truth and the honesty. We were shit. But that goal from Newcastle was beautiful. Yeah, it was very true. We only had a good 15 minutes. Buemo did nothing for 80 minutes either. Never a pen, says Platt Gaming. I'm going to look on the positives, still third. There's positives to take, right? We're still above Chelsea. We're still above Liverpool. And we're still above Villa, right? People are going to use that as a positive. And I get why. Because we're still third and we're still in that position. In Buemo fumbled 2 goals. Ramsdale was suddenly good, says Evans. He wear a Man United shirt second half. If Newcastle didn't have their starters out, they would have fried us. Didn't you see Ramsdale saves? Just because we were shit doesn't mean we can't start saying Maguire and Buemo out, Carrick out. We still have to play all 3. Play the academy, says Hornley. Usiala's goal could have easily been avoided. What was Malacia doing? Referee was shite like usual. We can't be comfortable with a 3-point gap. Exactly. We cannot be comfortable with a 3-point gap. United have blown it. If United blow Champions League football because of the West Ham and Newcastle result, people are going to have to come back here and apologise. People are going to have to come back here and apologise. If we lose because of these results, people are going to have to come back and apologise. Because I got a load of shit for the West Ham result. And I got a load of shit for that, saying, what are you moaning at? We haven't lost. We got a point. Did we win? No, we didn't. Did we win tonight? No, we lost. Taking off Cass was a bad decision. That killed the game, says Evans. Completely agree. Fielding Agate and Malacia was shite decision. Completely agree. Every decision Michael Carrick made tonight as interim manager sums up him as a coach. It will go all right for a while. There'll be a new manager bounce. We'll get good result. And then it will start going wrong. No game for 11 days now, says Callum. If Ahmad and Xerxes came out on early, it might have been different. Didn't even have a UEFA Champions League position before Carrick. Why didn't he bring on Heaven? I can already imagine Fabrizio Romano post results on Instagram. Carrick will learn, says Evans. He better fucking learn because that was shit. Thank you for the rose. Very much appreciated, Gian. Still got to play Chelsea, Liverpool and Villa. Suddenly, it's not looking good at all. Exactly. We've got Liverpool at home to play, Villa at home to play, and we've still got to play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Imagine if we lose all 3 of those games. Imagine if we lose all 3 of those games. Where is Martinez, bro, being a sissy with the injury? Michael Carrick out. Do you think the title... We were not in a title challenge. We were never going to win the league. We could have catched Man City. We could have catched Man City if we would have won this game tonight. But we haven't. Mbeumo keeps missing many clear chances. I don't know what's happened to those players lately. I don't know what's happened to Kuna. I don't know what's happened to Mbeumo. The midfield, like we've always been saying, keeps getting walked through, and it got walked through again tonight. Well, the midfield got walked through again. Like, let me explain, why did we not get a midfielder in January? Why did we not get a midfielder in January? We're basically gambling with top 4 in Champions League football. Imagine if we don't get it now because of the West Ham and Newcastle results. Imagine if we don't get it because we gambled not getting a midfielder in. Could you just imagine if we miss out on Champions League football and we end up in the Europa League again? Kobe is non-existent in the midfield. Sesko was non-existent because Sesko didn't get any service. Kuna didn't play one decent cross into the box. Mbeumo didn't play one decent cross into the box. We had Sesko play 95 fucking minutes. We had Sesko playing 95 minutes. And no service was there. No service was there. He didn't get any service at all. What was the guy meant to do? Jump at thin air? He ain't fucking Spider-Man. He hasn't got 8 legs to put a ball on his foot. Playing Russian roulette with the midfield, dangerous game. He touched the ball less than 20 times. Bro is not Mark Goldbridge. Surfer says Jack. The problem is, Lewis, I tell the truth, mate. I tell the truth, mate, and people don't like it. I tell the truth. I'm honest about the situation we're in. We've embarrassed ourselves tonight. We've lost when we had an extra man and player advantage. The subs Carrick made were bogus, though. Exactly. I'm blaming Michael Carrick, and I'm blaming the players as well. Because the substitutions were a joke. Like, you brought Mbeumo off and brought Ahmad on. Like, what was that about? Like, Sesko is 6'5", by the way, and all of them just passed around. Bruno tried. I think Bruno's the only one that actually sees Sesko's threat. So, to be honest, the ref was also off his head. Exactly. Jacob Ramsey should have been sent off. He didn't dive. Lemens took him out. We should be down to the 10. Goalkeepers denied a goal-scoring opportunity. So, we probably should have been down to 10 players, not Newcastle. But we have to give Bruno his props, man. Selagate says Lewis. Connor says L. And it is a massive L. Like, it is a massive, massive L. The game wasn't enough, but you telling the truth, I agree with you. Lemens didn't have much contact. Exactly. Lemens didn't touch him. Mbeumo had a yellow. Watch it well, says Evans. Honest, who would you have substituted then? Well, if Mazraoui had a knock, I would have taken him off for Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven's left-footed and he brought Malacia on. Like, he brought Malacia on for bloody Mazraoui. It's just delusional. It's absolutely delusional. And do you know what pisses me off? Bruno walking off in a strop, absolute cinema, says Reece. Yeah, that's the type of captain we've got at this football club. We've got a captain that flaps his arms more than a fucking bird. He flaps like this, he flaps like that, and then he flaps like fucking this. He flaps like this, and then he flaps like that. He's like fucking Concorde. It's like Catch the Pigeon. Like, it's fucking atrocious. You had chances to win the game, though, so it wasn't that bad, surely. We need like Anderson. Garte is not the one. Man can't run or tackle. You didn't play bad, he says, first tier South. Oh, my God. Mate, we were shit in the second half. We were absolutely dog. No Bruno stand here. We'd be absolutely lost without him recently. But he's flapping his arms about. That's your captain. That's your leader. He's flapping his arms about like he's fucking Concorde. Like, that's meant to be your captain. That's your leader. Fucking going off in a strop. Carrick should better not play Agate and Malacia. Malacia Killjuice. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, we need new subs. To be honest, I don't even watch half of it. It was just shit. Like, it was generally shit. And United have bottled Champions League football. United have bottled Champions League football. We've bottled it. Face facts. We had a chance to win this game. We had 2 clear chances the whole of that second half. We had 2 decent chances on goal and we didn't take them. If Yoro would have scored, we would have won. If Xerxes would have scored, we would have won. The game would have been won And Man United have walked away with nothing. But again, that's what you get with Michael Carrick. That's what you get with Michael Carrick. I've noticed it against Palace. I've noticed it against Everton. I've noticed it against Fulham. I've noticed it today. The performances have fallen off a cliff again. That urgency that we had against Arsenal, Man City has completely gone. And I don't know what's happened to those performances. Can't class a 24-hour shot as a good chance, really, though, can you? Substitutions were fucking shit. Good saves from Ramsdale, to be fair, says Sam. Yeah, completely agree. But again, I mean, it's just absolutely shit. Who will replace him if he's gone? I'm doubting Carrick ever since me brought Malacia on. It happens. Carrick has to adjust because it seems like they figured his tactics. You're probably right, Evans. We are the cup final every season. I hate this lot. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Please give me a follow, everybody. Smash that like button as well. Would really appreciate it. It's just fucking shit. Like, I expected to win that second half, but we didn't come out in the second half. And I don't know what happened at half time, but we came out for that second half and we couldn't be bothered. We couldn't be bothered. Agate played good. Oh my God. Agate played good, apparently. Carrick made panic substitutions, honestly. Carrick cut out the rubbish he's basically inherited, though. They caught on, we might be cooked. But then again, Carrick should have asked, I need signings. Carrick should have asked for signings in January then, shouldn't he? Carrick should have asked, I need a midfielder. I need a midfielder. Go and get me somebody. Go and get me a player. Like, look how much dead wood we've got. Look how much dead wood we've got in that game and it's still given a chance. Some of those players have got more lives than a cat. And this is what fucks me off. Aren't we meant to be removing half of this shit? Aren't we meant to be removing half of this crap that we've actually got? Aren't we meant to be getting rid of it? They were going to sign. They weren't going to sign anybody. The owner seems to sabotage all our managers. Completely agree. Kieran's just saying ha 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 ha. And you've got the right. You've got the right to laugh because we've been bantered. Hard night for you watching from your sofa. I actually watch every United game, mate, and I tell the truth and people don't like it. The board weren't allowing us to buy in January, hence the sacking of Amram after it came out. Exactly, Logan. Completely agree. But if you're going to back Carrick and he wanted a midfielder, I'm sure they would have gone and got him one. So surely you keep him on. He's the best you've had in a long time. Let him stay, make his signings. Exactly. Exactly. It's just absolute shambles. It's just an utter shit show. Lemens is terrible. Couldn't save a Word document. We were so bad it was showing last 4 games. It completely agree. Completely agree. Smash that like button, everybody. Please give me a follow on TikTok. You're absolutely right. It's been coming. This type of result has been coming. It's been brewing from the last 4. First loss in 26 and we've already lost our head, says Riley. But Riley, you've got to see facts, mate. We've lost to 10-man Newcastle. I respect your opinion and I respect your view, but we've lost to 10-man Newcastle where we had an extra man and player advantage to win that game. But I respect what you say. Got to start Amav next game. Mbuemo does nothing at the moment. What did we learn in the game today versus Newcastle? That we're basically still shit. Mbuemo missed a sitter as well. He's been mint recently. Man United will finish, says Blade. I honestly think this is going to take everything downhill. I honestly think this is going to take everything downhill tonight. I could say we were shit tonight with our subs. Doku, Savinho and Haaland should have been subbed off. Manuel Gata is atrocious. Completely agree, Samuel. You're right. Didn't watch the game. How did it go? So, Shay, just don't ask, mate. We lost 2-1 to Newcastle and Newcastle had 10 players. The confidence might be gone. United won't be top 4, says Noel. Noel. United won't be top 4. Newcastle obviously had a plan and the referee played right into it. Yeah, Manuel was rubbish. Cheer up, Michael Carrick, says Gary. Went down all the time, wasted time, says Scott. Burns should have gotten a card. We were just shit for the whole of the second half. We were just absolutely shit. And you know what? I can't find any positives. I generally can't. I generally can't find any positives. I generally can't. Lemens didn't even try to save the second goal. Again, I don't understand why our goalkeeper just stood there. Watching the full time with the ref not blowing. Fucking mauled, says Moore. It's a smashing goal, to be honest. Malalassi is to blame. Played you off the field for the first minute. Bruno was trying, says Fetty. Tyler, him. Lament should be saving that Usiala shot. It's a very easy save. Usiala, the GOAT. The only positives, we are still third. Malassia's fault. Mazraoui in the midfield are the only positive. Even Agate played decent. We put no so into Sesko. Oh, I'm sorry, there was a few balls not to him. What do you think of the ref? The referee had a terrible game. The referee had a terrible, terrible game. But if you was... We're going to end this match reaction in the next 3 or 4 minutes. And I appreciate everybody that's in the live chat and the likes and the new followers and everybody that's watching. If you had to give a player of the match for Manchester United, if you had to give a player of the match, what player would you give it to? Like, what player would you give a player of the match to? Like, would you give it to Euro? Because I think he's the only positive that I can actually find. And that was based on his first half. Like, that was based on his first half. Like, would you give it... Ramsey, it wasn't a red card. He should have been sent off. He still should have been on the pitch. Would you give it to Bruno? Would you give it to Malat? Would you give it to Yoro? Do you think Kuna should stay at left wing? I think he's very bad there. I don't think Kuna's good on a left wing. I think he's absolutely atrocious. The referee has had an absolute mare tonight. The referee has been absolutely shit. There's no excuse. The referee has been absolutely shit tonight. There ain't no excuse. You've got a good point with that man of the match dilemma. Who would you give player of the match to from a Manchester United perspective? Who would you give it to? Because I think the only positive I would probably give it would be give it to Yoro. Like, I think I'd give it to Yoro based on his first half. And apart from that, if I think if Newcastle 11 minutes, I think Man United wins. You would give it to Bruno. I've said Yoro. Someone said Casemiro. Guanagate was decent when he came on too. I benched Sesko. But Maguire wasn't decent and Agate wasn't decent either. They were both very, very shit. I completely disagree, but I respect your opinion. Euros almost won us the game as well. Bruno deserves it. Do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not actually going to give it to the players. I think what we've been put through tonight is nothing more than a complete and utter embarrassment. Do you know what I'm going to give player of the match to? I'm going to give it to the fans. I'm going to give it to the supporters. I think they have to be given player of the match. And the reason why, all those fans that have worked hard to go up to that shit tonight and lose 2-1, I think the fans have to get it. I think the fans have to get player of the match because they've travelled all that way up to Newcastle and we've lost 2-1 and we had 11 players on the pitch. The fans work hard to go and watch these games away and at home. We put up with pure nonsense every single fucking week. We're not playing good football. The performances have been shit. And that tonight summed up how shit we actually are. So I'm going to give it to the fans. I'm going to give it to supporters. I am not going to let those players get any recognition tonight from me because that was shit. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't acceptable. And ever since Fulham, we have fallen off a cliff. We have fallen off an absolute cliff. Sesko's better when he comes off the bench. I'm worried too much pressure will be put on Sesko. The wheels have fell off for United, says Kenny. Maguire wasn't happy with his ban from Greece clearly. That's a very good point, Lewis. But yeah, we've lost 2-1 to Newcastle with an extra man and an extra player on the pitch. We're still 3 points clear of Liverpool, and people will take that as a positive. We're still 3 points clear of Chelsea, and people will take that as a positive. But we could have been 6 clear of Liverpool and Chelsea. We could have been 4 clear of Aston Villa. We could have been within 5 points of Manchester City. But we've lost 2-1 to Newcastle, away from home. And that's on the players, and that's on Michael Carrick tonight, I'm afraid. So I am going to leave it there. You guys have been absolutely amazing for this match reaction. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. Please make sure that you're dropping a follow and smashing that like button. I am going to leave it there. Newcastle 2, Manchester United 1. This has been your full-time match reaction. We don't play till another 11 days' time. We've got Aston Villa at home at Old Trafford in our next game, which is probably now a must-win game to secure Champions League football. Hopefully win that game and then Chelsea and Liverpool then drop points. But don't be surprised if this result and the West Ham result absolutely derails everything after tonight. You guys have been amazing. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. Welcome to all the new followers. Please smash a follow before you guys go if you want to join this community. Remember to smash that like button. Our next bit of live content will be on Friday afternoon with our F125 Charles Leclerc driver career. Make sure you tune into that. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been electric in the live chat. Thank you for all the new followers. Thank you for the likes. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe. Be nice. Be kind to each other. You're all legends. You're all legendary. See you guys on the next one.